Hello and welcome to this SUPboarder video where I'm going to talk you through some of the most common SUP mistakes we see beginner paddlers make. I'm going to share some simple tips which really will make all the difference. So if you're just starting out on your SUP journey or are just unwrapping your first board and want to have a positive first experience, make sure you do check out this full video for some handy tips. Always check the valve position on your iSUP before you start pumping, ensuring that the pin is in the up position. When the pin is in the up position, it should sit roughly about level with the valve or even a little bit higher. If the pin is pushed down, it is inset into the board and this means that the valve is open. If you connect the pump with the pin down and pump up your board, all of that air that you've been carefully putting into that iSUP over the last few minutes will escape when you undo the hose, and you'll have to start pumping all over again. It can be a very frustrating and embarrassing start to your session, and best avoided if you can. Always pump your board up to the recommended PSI pressure. This should be printed on the board or in the manual that came with the package. It's always tempting to stop pumping sooner than you should so you can get on the water quicker, but underinflating your board will make it more unstable, harder to paddle, and generally less fun when you do get on the water. So it is worth taking your time, putting in the recommended PSI, especially if you're a heavier rider nearing the max right away. Never forget your leash when going paddling. Your leash is what connects you to your board, ensuring it's always within easy reach if you do fall in. When paddling on calm, flat water, it's fine to use either a straight or coiled leash connected to your ankle or calf, but make sure you do wear a quick release waist belt, especially when paddling on tidal or any type of moving water, to ensure that you can easily detach yourself from your board in an emergency. Your leash is no use left in the bag or trailing behind your board, so whatever the paddling conditions or your ability, don't underestimate the importance of wearing a leash on your SUP. For more information about leashes, make sure you do go and check out our SUP Safe video. Before getting on the water, it's always best practice to adjust your paddle to the correct height. For general all-round paddling, this is approximately 6 inches above your head or relaxed arm length. Having your paddle the correct height allows for more efficient paddling and ensures you don't put unnecessary strain on your shoulders or back. It also helps to maintain your stability when paddling. So don't forget to adjust your paddle before you get on the board. Make sure you do use the carry handle. Your iSUP has a handle in the middle of the board designed to help you carry it. Just tip your board up onto its side, then reach your arm over the board to grab the handle. Make sure your back is straight and keep your other arm free so you can carry your paddle and you'll be easily able to walk to the water's edge. There's no need to drag your board down the beach or carry it awkwardly. Ensure you are deep enough in the water before you get on your board. That means walking out to approximately knee depth to make sure that your fin is well away from the bottom. The last thing you want is to rip off your fin before you've even left the beach or to even damage your fin as well. Get moving and get some momentum before you try to stand up. When your board is moving forwards, it is a lot more stable and makes it easier for you to stand up. Before you rush to your feet, get a good few paddle strokes in first on your knees and some forward momentum. Make sure you do keep your head up and look that there are no hazards in the way, such as other paddlers, swimmers, or rocks. Do think about your feet. Now your feet should be positioned hip width apart, either side of the handle, with your knees slightly bent. This is the widest and most stable part of the board, so whether you're kneeling or standing, this is where you want to be. Too far back on the board and you'll find it difficult to paddle in a straight line, and too far forward, you'll be less efficient and unbalanced. Check that your paddle is the right way around. Now this should be with the paddle blade slanting forwards. It's a very common paddle mistake due to the strange angle of the paddle blade, but it's very important to get it right because when you hold the paddle correctly, it allows you to paddle smoothly through the water with a lot more power. If your paddle is around the wrong way, your paddle will flutter in the water as you pull it through. A quick tip for this is to put a sticker on the front of your paddle blade or check which side the logo is on the paddle blade so you make sure it is the right way around each time you hit the water. Now when you are on the water paddling, always keep your head up looking forwards. Keeping your eyes on the horizon and looking at your surroundings helps keep your head and overall body upright, helping you to maintain balance. If you are looking down when you are paddling, chances are you will fall down. And don't be afraid to fall in and get wet. If you're not worried about falling in, you'll be more relaxed on the board and as a result, find it easier to balance. So something to consider is to get wet before you get on the board. That way, you're already wet, and if you do fall in, it's not a big problem. Ensure you are dressed appropriately for being in the water as well, making sure you do wear a PFD and practice climbing back onto your board. This is going to help increase your overall confidence in the water as well as on your SUP. So keep these simple tips in mind and you will find that getting on the water for the first time is so much easier and more enjoyable. Thanks to Aqua Marina for sponsoring this video, and we hope this video was useful. For more great videos, check out our YouTube channel and the full SUPboarder Mag website. We'll see you on another technique video very soon.